toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Spinning away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the 14-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Henderson rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Let's go. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles take over. Let's go, let's go! At their own 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. On 1st down, Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check. Press down. Sunday. Hey. Sunday. 50 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50.
Again, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
57.
Throwing now is Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jam, 61, matchbox, lights.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Looking to throw. Henderson, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Henderson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Rick 5-2, come here. Hey, Delta. Ram. Here, shoot. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready? Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
25, check 25. Henry.
Operating from the gun, Henderson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 120. Here we go, D. Get up. Sunday. Check. General West.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Wentz now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
He'll buy some time right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Henderson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Mike 7. 54, right there. 54, Mike. 82. Mike 54.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again. Henderson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Toss left to Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, kill. Hey, force Tokyo. Don't get nervous. Hey, Chase, seam 6. Seam 6.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Watch twitch. Hey, force Tokyo. Hey, box truck. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Wentz buying time to his left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Motion. Reset. Hey, Jack.
Play action. Now Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Henderson rolling to his right. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Blount, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, here's Blount. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Henderson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go with Howard again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by L.J. Fort. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.